Just about everybody I know that has dreads has a story attached to it or a story behind it. And today, I'm gonna give you guys a little backstory on why I started my dreads and what they symbolize for me. So, stay tuned. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Trey Smith, your host of Let It Marinate, bringing you love, peace, and prosperity forevermore throughout your life. Okay guys, as you all know, I started my dread journey the same day I started this channel, which was like the end of January, like 31st, beginning of February, let's say February 1st. I started this channel and I started my Loc'd journey, and it has been such a journey. Let me tell you that, like, for real, I'm so excited for where I am right now and happy that you guys are coming along with me and rocking with me all 2020 and forevermore. So let's get into it. The story behind my dreads is a story about freedom. I call this my freedom crown right here because it symbolizes me transitioning out of working for somebody else and becoming my own boss, not having to worry about that stereotype of having dreads in the workplace, working for a corporate company or things like that that have a bad rep, where dreads get a bad rep. And for whatever reason that is, because obviously dreads are like the best thing ever, you know what I mean? Like, check them out, boom. You know, starter locks, but still they look good. I took a step from working for somebody else and took a leap of faith into becoming my own boss. And my dread signifies that freedom of not worrying about what people think in the workplace, not worrying about, am I gonna keep my job or am I gonna get fired or laid off because of the hairstyle that I have. This is truly a symbol of freedom. This is my crown of freedom right now. But I didn't always have a purpose for why I grew my dreads out when I first started, but thinking over it and then looking back over the past and seeing where I am today, this is truly something that stood out to me. My dreads are a freedom symbol. They are a pure sign of me stepping out of the status quo and becoming something great that is me, that I can say, hey, like, with the help of God, of course, like, number one, there's something that I can say, hey man, this is a representation of my life lived. I don't ever have to worry about somebody telling me what to do from a place of working for somebody else. I don't ever have to worry about waking up at a certain time for somebody else to help build their dream and their goals. And my locks symbolize that freedom of, hey, he is different, he is unique, he is outside of tradition, he does not settle for average, he is his own person and he can move however he want and do whatever he wants. That is what my dread symbol. And I know the freedom story is a common story, but for me, it hits a little different and closer to home to say, before I turned 30, I'm 30 now, but before I turned 30, I became my own boss. I left the job, I left working for people and took a leap of faith with my wife, who left her job, and we're both working from our house full time. That is amazing. Like, come on, think about that. To do it all before 30 and flourishing, like, that's crazy. I always had the thought of wanting dreads. I just wasn't put in a position to get them and see it through because the weight of what people thought about me in the work area, it just didn't sit well with me. Now, it may sit well with some of you. Some of you may be able to take that criticism and work for somebody and go as far as you want to go. But for me, somebody who don't have a college degree, been to college, you know, I got hours behind me, so don't get it twisted. I've been to college, I just haven't finished. Somebody who don't have a degree, and somebody who never thought they would have their own business like this at this age before I was 30, like, that's almost unheard of. I mean, nowadays, yeah, there's a lot of people younger than 30 that's in their teenage years that's doing it now. Nowadays, because of the platforms, you have like a multitude of opportunities to have your own stuff, to be your own boss. Trust me, I know, I done it. I'm living in it now, so I'm a living witness that you can do it. But even at my age now, 30, looking back, I'm like, man, that's crazy. God walked me through. He led me and held my hand all the way through, and I'm thankful. Leap of faith, all I'm saying. But yeah, guys, on this dread journey, I've done a lot. I've seen a lot, and I am thankful to be able to say I have a freedom crown, like with all the baggage that comes with it, with all the eyes and all the comments, all the judgment, all of that stuff from family members, from friends you grew up with, all of that stuff like that, you know what I mean? It's out there. You know, if you're going through it, I understand, I got you, I'm riding with you. We in this together. But to be able to say that my dreads tell a story of freedom, is phenomenal. So whenever somebody asks me, why'd you get dreads? Or why this, why that? Why now? Why'd you wait till you're almost 30 to get dreads? Like what's the big deal? Like why are you doing it? I can now tell them a legit story that signifies my life lived. And that means everything to me. Like completely. I can tell them that, hey, I once was a slave to the system of tradition. I once was a slave to that system of you have to get up and work a 9 to 5 and clock in, clock out, and build somebody else's dream and accomplish somebody else's goals while I still have my own. And now I have the freedom to do that. Like I can say that this is why I grew my dreads out, because I now feel the weight of a king, which is why I call this my freedom crown, because that's what it represents. Somebody who stepped out of slavery, if you will, and got their freedom, built a kingdom, and is able to do whatever he wants. Is able to do whatever he or she wants. You know what I mean? Like if you have this same story, like this is you. This is you. If you have this same story, this is you. We have now transitioned over from employee to employer. And that is amazing right there, to be able to say, hey, I got people working for me. Hey, this is a dream come true. For the first time in my life, I feel like I can be who I want to be. I can be myself. Even though I was myself working for other people, you know, character-wise, I was myself, of course, but I actually feel like myself now. I'm finally in a position to say, hey, I'm able to be who I want to be. I have the time to venture out and try new things, because I sacrifice. With being free from working for somebody else comes a lot of sacrifice and a lot of time put into it. Like this just didn't happen overnight. We built something while we were working with other people. We could call it stepping stones. We built stepping stones while we were working for other people, and we got out. We got out of Dodge. As soon as that day happened, I was like, yes. I was like, finally, I'm able to taste and see. I'm able to have that freedom to do whatever it is I want to do, because we have the income that's paying our bills, that's helping us survive, and the vacations, the luxury of playtime, and all of those things that fall in that category that most people strive to reach, but they don't reach it until they're retired from working for somebody else. You don't want to be that person. You don't want to be that person that has worked your entire life for somebody else. There's nothing wrong with working, but when you do it for somebody else, that's a totally different ball game. To work your whole life building somebody else's dream, accomplishing somebody else's goal while you're barely getting by, or you make just enough to pay your bills and coast through life, you know, provide for your family, your household or whatever, and make barely enough, bare minimum, just to get through life surviving, and barely see a glimpse of paradise with a few vacations here and there, you know what I mean, maybe once a year, once or twice a year, versus going whenever you want to. And that's exactly where I am, and exactly what my dreads symbolize is that freedom. The freedom to do, think, and act on your own terms. That is what my locks symbolize. And I know everybody has a story. Comment down below. Tell me what your story is. I want to know. Recently, I did a post on this dreadlock group on Facebook called Dreadlock Kingdom, and this was my question to them. What is your story? What is it that your dreads symbolize for you? You know, some people may not have a story. They might have just done it because they thought it was cool, but that's still a story. Like, I want to know. Comment down below right now. Tell me what it is that your dreads symbolizes or what it signifies in your life. What's the story behind it? I want to know. Because you don't know who it is that's watching you, that's listening to you. You don't know who it is that your story may reach and touch and motivate, inspirate, all of that stuff. That's good. So comment down below, tell me your story, and we're going to talk about it some more, you guys. This is not the end of the story. I'm still in the beginning stages, the start of Locs, as you can see. And I just want to grow this channel and grow this family and community with you guys. And I thank you guys for rocking with me like all 2020, every Tuesday, every week. I'm going to be dropping bangers. So y'all get ready. All 2020, you can expect that. So yeah, guys, that's the video. I hope you guys find your home here. Hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. That way you stay updated on all the future videos coming your way every Tuesday. And hey, it's your boy Trey Smith, your host of Let It Marinate, bringing you love, peace, and prosperity forevermore throughout your life. Don't you forget that, and I'll see you guys on the next video. All right, peace.